floodwaters slowly recede. The public is calling for accountability. Why weren't the warnings clearer? Why wasn't more done to prepare? Why were thousands caught off guard? This disaster has exposed serious vulnerabilities in China's emergency response systems. Without systemic change, future floods may bring even more devastating consequences. In recent days, South China has once again plunged into chaos. Torrential rains, continuous for several days, have turned entire regions into vast, muddy seas. The province of Guangdong, one of the economic engines of China, is facing one of the worst flooding disasters in recent years. According to the latest official reports, more than 75,000 people have been evacuated. Countless homes submerged, and infrastructure severely damaged. But is this simply a natural disaster? Or is there something deeper beneath the surface? Is this a consequence of climate change, poor urban planning, or an overwhelmed drainage system? Let's take a closer look at the devastating events that have left tens of thousands of Chinese citizens in despair. The downpours began earlier this week and have not stopped. Satellite images show massive rain clouds hovering over southern China, particularly over Guangdong, Guangxi, and Fujian. Some areas have recorded over 300 millimeters of rain in just 24 hours, an amount equivalent to an entire month of rainfall. Videos shared on social media showed terrifying scenes: rivers overflowing, bridges collapsing, streets turning into torrents, and vehicles being swept away like leaves in the wind. The intensity of the rain is unlike anything local residents have ever seen. It felt like the sky opened up, said one resident of Meizhou, Guangdong. Faced with rising waters and worsening conditions, local authorities had no choice but to issue red alerts for floods and landslides. Thousands of rescue workers were deployed to evacuate residents trapped in their homes. Boats, helicopters, and rescue teams moved through submerged neighborhoods, bringing children, the elderly, and families to temporary shelters. According to the Guangdong Provincial Emergency Management Department, over 75,000 people have been relocated to safe areas. Temporary shelters have been set up in schools, stadiums, and public buildings, but despite efforts, thousands more remain in flooded areas, without power or clean water. While natural disasters can strike anywhere, many experts are now questioning the quality of China's urban planning and infrastructure. For years, rapid urban development in southern China has prioritized speed over safety. Concrete jungles have replaced forests and wetlands, which once helped absorb excess rainwater. Drainage systems, often outdated or poorly maintained, failed to cope with the sudden volume of water. These floods aren't just caused by heavy rains. They're the result of ignoring nature and overbuilding without planning, a Chinese hydrologist said anonymously. Many residents have taken to social media to express frustration over the lack of early warnings and assistance. In some areas, people were only informed minutes before evacuation. Others claim they received no warning at all, and had to escape through rooftops or windows as water rose rapidly. Video clips show elderly people wading through chest-deep water, mothers carrying infants above their heads, and families clinging to makeshift rafts. Anger is growing, not only at the devastation but also at the sense that the government has been prepared. Guangdong is one of China's richest provinces and a vital global manufacturing hub. Flooding in this region disrupts supply chains far beyond China's borders. Electronics, textiles, machinery, all impacted by factory closures and transport blockages. The delays and losses could have ripple effects on international markets, especially during the lead-up to peak export seasons. Economists warn that the cost of this flood may exceed billions, especially if recovery is slow and rains continue. Beyond the physical destruction, the mental strain on survivors is growing. Families who lost everything overnight are now facing uncertainty, trauma, and anxiety. Many of those evacuated don't know when, or if, they'll be able to return home. Children are missing school. Small businesses are ruined. Farmers are watching their year's labor wash away. For many, it's not just a flood. It's the destruction of dreams, of security, of everything familiar. Climate scientists note that extreme weather events are becoming more frequent in China. Record-breaking rainfall, scorching heat waves, and typhoons are part of a worrying pattern. While China is investing in weather forecasting and disaster response, many believe the efforts are not keeping up with the pace of climate change. This is not a one-off disaster, said an environmental analyst. It's a glimpse into what the future may look like, not just for China, but for all of us.
Cairo.